iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome in here tonight, race fan, is the Bartel Builders Big Block Series presented by the Upstate Racing League. It's Hansons Starter Shop night here for the Dabuque Memorial here at Lanier. Every year we come here on the dirt side of things and the asphalt side of things. We make two trips in the same week. First, we kick things off here in the Dabuque Memorial 61. We'll be back on Thursday night right here for the Dabuque Memorial 161 with our Best Colorful Creations Pro Series. Well, first we gotta scrape off this dirt. Let's get things started here tonight by slinging a little bit of that dirt. So race fans, welcome here to Lanier National. My name is Roger Muth up here in the virtual tower tonight to bring you all the racing action here at Lanier for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series, as this is round number 3. 2 rounds so far this season have gone to the youngsters. Last season's champion, Talon Carter, has picked up both wins so far this season. Let's see if he can go 3 in a row, or if one of these other drivers, 32 drivers, I do believe, 31 drivers actually signed in here tonight at Lanier Nationals to try and take home the Dabuque Memorial 61 tonight. So we got a couple of heat races on the docket here tonight, a last chance qualifier and a feature. Does look like we will get 4 of those heat races here tonight, and we're just about time to head down trackside to get our first heat race of the evening, brought to us by Dirt Car, as this is our first heat race lineup of the night. Starting on the front row here for heat race number 1 here tonight in the Hansons Starter Shop Dabuque Memorial. It'll be Goldhane, car number 99. To his outside, driving car number 4 out of the Full Throttle Motorsports. Car number 4, that is Scott Riome. Starting back into the third spot here then tonight, the Raised Diane Tubing, the driver out of Vermont, driving car number 22. This will be Dylan Rabtoy. Back in spot number 4, he picked up the Coach's Corner Challenge Victory Championship last season, and of course he picked up the Best Colorful Creations Pro Series win just last Wednesday night. That's car number 51 of Justin Fuller. And driving the Super Dirt Car Series number 79, this will be the driver out of Syracuse, New York. That's Dean Reynolds. Back into the 6th spot here tonight, the Rev Racing R&R number 75. This is Mike Alexander. Starting back into P number 7, the driver out of Vermont, driving car number 73. This is Vernon Woodard. And the new daddy himself, driving car number 11, all the way from Huntley, Illinois. This will be Brian Hacker. Hacker will pilot car number 11 here tonight. He'll start back into the 8th spot. Top 5 here tonight will transfer here into the big dance as we get ready to turn them loose here. Next time by, I do believe, or possibly this time by, I'm being told. So, yep, the lights are out. So this time by here, the iRacing.com Silverado Pace Truck will make its way to pit road. And we're turning these fire-breathing big block modifieds here tonight loose here at Lanier for the Dan Dabuque Memorial here in heat race number 1, brought to us by Super Dirt Car Series, as we are green here at Lanier tonight. Green flag is up for our first heat race of the evening. Cole Day with a great start here. He'll jump out in front of car number 4. That's Scott Riome. Rabtoy hustling down around the bottom side. 10 laps the distance. 9 laps to go after Cole Day was able to pick up the first lap lead here tonight. Look at that number 22 roll the bottom side of the speedway. But Scott Riome is not going away on the top side, just behind them right at the cut line. That 5th place is the cut line right now. Dean Reynolds in the Super Dirt Car Series. Dirt Car number 79 has the transfer spot. But here comes the Mac Daddy, Hacker himself. Brand new baby boy at home, and he's trying to make it into the dance here tonight. Hustling down low, not quite able to get the bite just yet down on the bottom side. Reynolds will go back to the top side once again at number 79. He'll pull the Hacker down the back straightaway. So the 79 of Reynolds and making it work here tonight. Hacker that time had to go up there, had to take off the front nose clip of the number 75 of Mike Alexander that time. Alexander currently on the outside looking in, and that R&R Kingsman Auto Salvage number 75. Up front, Fuller has got around the high side hustle with that number 51. He'll now go down and block the slider line on car number 4, so Fuller will pick up the 2nd spot. Riome, though, battling back, just not quite able to get the full throttle. Motorsports number 4 entry, as you see him running a slider line. Cole Day just kind of up top there, minding his own business as we see 4 laps to go here. 4 laps to go, right on board with the race leader, Cole Day. See everybody back there trying to run that slider line. Fuller trying to get to the inside there on Day, was not able to complete the pass this time by. When they come back to the start line, it'll be just 2 laps to go here at Lanier in the Super Dirt Car Series heat race number 1. Side by side for the top spot. Fuller's hustling. He's just not able to get there. This time he'll bait Cole Day to going about a half a lane lower. Now does Fuller have the advantage to the outside? He'll swing it high. He'll go to the low side. Side by side for the race lead. It'll be coming to the Carpenter's Tax Service. 1 lap to go. Presented by Carpenter's Tax Service. Heat race number 1 going to come down to a slide job by Fuller. Fuller takes the slide job. Day going to swing it to the inside. Anybody's ball game this time. Cole Day going to throw the slider. He'll park it on the nose. It'll be Cole Day by half a car. Cole Day, Justin Fuller, Scott Riome, Rabtoy, and then Reynolds will all pick up a transfer spot. So they will go to the big dance here tonight. So Cole Day picking up another one of those Super Dirt Car Series heat race wins. Heat race number 2 coming to the call, and it'll look like this. Starting on the front row out of Kokomo, Indiana, it's Chris Brown from downtown Kokomo, Indiana. He'll drive the 136. He'll start on the pole. So the outside of him, it's the driver that has picked up 2 feature wins on the season out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania. It's car number 1. That is Talon Carter. And all the way from Spirit Lake, driving car number 2B. It's Double B himself. That is Brett Bartels, the Bartel Builders 2B. He'll start 3rd. And starting back into the 4th spot, out of New York, driving car number 15. Back in action here tonight. It's the Showtime Graphics number 15 of Ryan Holland. Back there in spot number 5 out of Illinois, driving the Austin Designs number 5. That's Scott Austin. He'll start 5th. Back into the 6th starting spot, all the way out of Plattsburgh, New York, driving the Brissett Racing number 59. This is Steven Brissett. Starting back in the final row here tonight, the driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, driving the Jordan Hen Racing number 40. This is Josiah Millen. And back into the 8th starting spot here tonight, hailing out of New York, the rookie candidate this season, driving car number 16. This is Mike Schultz, driving car 16. He'll start back into the 8th starting spot. That's your starting lineup here for your Super Dirt Car Series heat race number 2. Here tonight in our Dan Dabuque Memorial. 61, everybody trying to get locked in to go 61 laps of feature racing competition here tonight. iRacing.com safety truck off the way, and we're green flag racing here tonight. Another 5 cars looking to transfer in here at Lanier. Great start by Chris Brown, but look at Talon Carter. He'll cross him over down the back straightaway. Another 5 cars to qualify. Look at the train up around the top side. Carter, Brown, Holland, Bartels. Back there at the cut line, Brissett. Bartel's in the 2B entry down to the low side, trying to pick up a couple spots. He's trying for third as Holland just keeps it wound up. The Upstate RC and Hobbies entry up top there. Look at Holland. Bartel's going to slip the grip down to the bottom side. He slips a little bit, and everybody trying to gain spots here. Who says you can't race 2 wide here at Lanier? You're going to see 3 wide come feature time tonight. Or come back as Holland going to take it way high and wide down to 3 and 4. It'll be 6 to go. It's Carter, it's Holland, it's Brown, it's Bartels, and Steven Brissett right now is holding that transfer spot. Scott Austin, Mike Schultz, and Josiah Millen back there. Millen battling with Schultz now back for the final spot on the track. Schultz going to slide up in front of car number 40. Millen looks like he's missing the bumper bar. Not just matches into his blue paint scheme here tonight. Millen with a little bit of a half slider, not going to clear him back there. Scott Austin has got around Steven Brissett. He went to the outsider with car number 59. Millen into the quarter panel. Millen into the quarter panel there. Car number 59 of Brissett. Then a bump Millen back to the 8th position right now. Everybody trying to hustle to the outside lane tonight. 3 to go. Chris Brown falling back a spot. So that'll put Holland now into P number 2. So Holland's in P number 2. Talon Carter still out front here, trying to pick up 3rd heat race win of the season. He's the only driver that has multiple heat race wins so far. So it's Carter, it's Holland, it's Brown. Bartels is right there, kind of running by himself right now into that 4th spot. But Scott Austin still has some drivers breathing down his neck as it's the white flag presented by Carpenter's Tax Service. Final trip around the speedway here in heat race number 2. Austin has the spot. Here comes Brissett, though. He'll go down low. Slider, not going to happen. It'll be Talon Carter picking up the heat race win here. So it'll be Talon Carter picking up his 3rd heat race win of the season. So Carter, Holland, Brown, Bartels, and Scott Austin. Oh, we'll head to the big dance here tonight. So another heat race coming our way. And it looks like this. Heat race number 3 will bring the action. And it'll be the driver out of South Glens, or actually it's Jimmy McIntyre in the Best Colorful race just a little north of South Glens Falls, New York. The Misfits Motorsports number 81 of Jimmy McIntyre will start on the front row here. He'll snag the pole. To the outside of him, driving car number 96, the coach's corner, the Stand RC Speedway entry. That's the number 96, the boss man, Al Smith Jr. Starting back into the 3rd spot, the driver out of Plattsburgh, New York, driving car number 65. This will be Matthew LaValle, driving car number 65, starting back in 3rd. Another driver out of Plattsburgh, New York, driving the 03 entry, the D's pit stop entry here tonight. He's carrying the number 61 on his roof, but it's the 03 on the scoring. That is Speedy Brissett. And the driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, driving the number 31B here tonight. That'll be Donald Bennett back into the 5th spot. And the driver out of Tampa, Florida, the 01 entry, the Rev Racing, Rev Esports entry. That'll be Dalton Williamson. And starting back into the 7th spot, the Rev Esports number 2T. That'll be Michael Trevarthen in the 2T, starting 7th. And John McIntyre, the driver out of New York, driving for that Rookie of the Year championship. He'll start in car number 9. He'll start back into the 8th spot. This is heat race number 3 as it's ready to go. Green flag racing. These big block modifieds here. Slow start. Check up on the bottom. Green flag's out. A little bit of a rough start there for these guys, but we are green. One driver having to gather it up. That'll be Matthew LaValle down the back straightaway. Something going awry in car number 65. He's well off the pace. He'll make his way to pit road as Al Smith challenges for the race lead. Smith challenging for the race lead here, and we'll see if Jimmy McIntyre can come back down on the bottom side. So it'll be McIntyre on the bottom, Smith on the outside. That is Speedy Brissett in the 03. That is Dalton Williamson. Donald Bennett currently holds the transfer spot as Michael Trevarthen down on the bottom side trying to get around that 31B. So a rookie challenging here to try and make his way into the show. Little contact there from Bennett and the 2T of Michael Trevarthen. Trevarthen will hold that bottom lane, and he'll get around the number 31. Bennett going to get a little tight that time down to the 3. He'll wash up the speedway. Trevarthen will have a spot to himself for the time being. Up front, though, Al Smith has lost the lead. Jimmy McIntyre catfishing down around the bottom side here tonight. Here comes Brissett. Here comes Williamson. Speedy Brissett trying to get it. Look at Dalton Williamson. He'll go as high as he can with the 0-1. That black machine. Al Smith and him going to make a little contact. Williamson gets jacked up a little bit. He'll just keep it up to the high side. Keep it wound up. I bet he kept his right foot in it here. He is not one that likes to lift. Matthew LaValle did pull it down on lap number 1, so he will have to go to a last chance qualifier here tonight. It's still McIntyre. It's Brissett, Smith, Williamson, and Trevarthen right now holding your transfer spots. Bennett still back here. He's got John McIntyre behind him. Bennett's working the outside. McIntyre trying a little bit of a diamond cut that time off the top shelf. Popsicle sticks up into the air for Jimmy McIntyre. That Best Colorful Creations number 81 looking to pick up a heat race win. He's already had one this season. He'll come by this time. He will see the white flag. 1 lap to go, presented by Carpenter's Tax Service. Final trip around the speedway here for Jimmy McIntyre. Look at that Best Colorful Creations entry. The Misfit Motorsports driver looking to pick up heat race number 3. So it'll be Jimmy McIntyre coming across the line. It'll be McIntyre. It'll be Smith. Speedy Brissett, Dalton Williamson, and Michael Trevarthen all locking themselves in here tonight. So that means there's just one final heat race here tonight to go. Super Dirt Car Series heat race number 4 here tonight. It'll be the driver out of Montana driving the 00. That'll be Doug Ungari. He'll snag the pole here tonight. Starting to his outside, the driver out of Crossville, Tennessee, the Griffith Racing number 98 Griffith Stone entry. That's racing Jason Dobbs. In car number 98, he'll start in second. It's the wild one, the McDuff Racing Bartel Builders number 1W. It's Wayne McDuff. Back into the 4th starting spot. Comes in as a rookie. Piloting car number 14 here tonight. This will be car number 14 of Tyler Grosscup in car number 14. He'll start back and forth. And starting into the 5th spot here tonight in our heat race. Car number 19, the Noble Racing number 19, Eric Sanford. And back into the 6th starting spot here. The driver out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania. Driving car number 13. It's the Big Show, Kyle Lesher. Lesher, piloting car number 13. He'll start 6th. We're scheduled to start 7. I'm not sure. Do I see our 7th out there? We do. It's the G-Man, Guillaume Fortin, in car number 13G. The Superior Performance entry of Guillaume Fortin will start shotgun to the field. No practice for the 13G. We'll see how Guillaume handles here. We'll lock in our 20 cars here tonight. 24 to the feature. We're Green Flag Racing. Green flag is up. Another 5 to transfer. A little contact there between Dobbs and the 1W of McDuff. 5 cars to qualify. Who's that 5th place car right now? It's the number 19. There's Sanford to the outside. Guillaume down to the bottom. There's McDuff. 2 cars out of this final heat race tonight. Going to go last chance qualifying dancing. 13G going to go down to the bottom. That'll make it 3 wide there right at the transfer spot. Guillaume not able to put the power down. He'll lose a position on the exchange. Lesher still to the outside. Little bumper bar contact from Guillaume to the back of the 1W of Wayne McDuff. McDuff and Guillaume have ran asphalt super late models here with the Upstate Racing League together a couple years back. Been a couple years since we've seen McDuff in a asphalt super late model. Trouble for the number 98 of Racing Jason, as he was up over, and now he finds himself into the outside retaining wall. So with 6 laps to go, we'll see if the caution flag will fly here tonight. As it will not. Dobbs going to have to keep hammered down. Doug Ungari trying to run away with this one. He'll see the high 5 this time by when he comes by the flag stand. It'll be just 5 more to go for Doug Ungari. It's Ungari, it's Sanford, it's Lesher, Fortin, and Grosscup back there sitting in the transfer spot. There you see the Cat Bicknell entry. He was involved in the wreck, but he was able to keep it going. So with a freak little bit of an accident, no caution flag flying, racing Jason Dobbs goes all the way back, and problems Caution lights are on all around the speedway here as the number 13G of Guillaume Fortin has gone around, so that'll bring out the caution flag. There you see the 13G. Picked up a huge win on Wednesday night the other week for his first career win with the Super Late Model program. So with the caution lights on, what happened to the 13G? Let's just watch it back here. Zoom on in here to Guillaume. He was running in the 4th spot at the time. It was a transfer spot. Oh, he's going to get that left front wheel down there onto the inside wall, and unfortunately, it's going to hook the 13G around. Right on board with the Bartel Builders onboard camera, the 13G. Watch that left front. Right there, a little kiss of the left front. And around it goes. Nobody else going to make contact with the 13G. But that is what will bring out our caution flag here to put us under the first caution flag of the evening here in the heat races this evening. Heat races, of course, brought to us by the Super Dirt Car Series, which are the premier traveling series tour for big block modifieds in the nation. Of course, we utilize the big block modifieds here with the Upstate Racing League as we come back to the Hansons Starter Shop restart zone. Green flag is up. We're racing with just 3 laps remaining. Still looking at that top 5 here. Where's that 5th place car? It's the wild one, Wade McDuff. Racing Jason Dobbs got another life in him here with the popsicle sticks up. It is 2 laps to go here at Lanier. What do you got? You can't take it with you. Use it now as Dobbs is trying to hone in on the number 14 of Tyler Grosscup. Out of 4, they will see the white flag. 1 lap to go, presented by Carpenter's Tax Service. Final trip around. Who is going to make the show? Who is going to have to go home? Doug Ungari looking to pick up this one. So it'll be Ungari, Sanford, Lesher. At the line, McDuff, Grosscup make the cut. Dobbs and Fortin are going to have to go to a last chance qualifier, which looks like it is just about ready to already hit the speedway. So it looks like 11 cars, 4 to qualify. 11 cars, 4 to qualify. This is your last chance qualifier, and it looks like this. Starting on the front row, out of Huntley, Illinois, it's the Mac Daddy, Brian Hacker. He'll start P number 1. His outside, the Brissett Racing number 59 of Steven Brissett. Back into the 3rd spot here tonight, he drives car number 31B. That'll be Donald Bennett. Bennett in 3rd. Dobbs will start coming to 98 into the 4th starting position, while Mike Alexander in the Rev Racing number 75 will go 5th. Josiah Millen out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania will start back there in P number 6, while 7th will go to John McIntyre in car number 9. The 13G of Guillaume Fortin will start back into the 8th spot, and Vernon Woodard out of Vermont, driving car number 73, will start 9th. 10th position here tonight out of New York, driving the number 16. Mike Schultz will start 11th, and Matt LaValle looks like they have got that car fixed. He will start back into the 11th spot. That's your starting lineup here for our last chance qualifier, brought to us by the Super Dirt Car Series. So 11 cars, 4 to qualify. Come into the restart zone, the Hansons Starter Shop restart zone this time by. See which one of these drivers can take a top 4 spot to lock in to our Dan Dubuque Memorial. Here we come, this time by the fire-breathing Big Block Modifieds are back. Hacker going to go straight to the top side of the speedway. He'll take the nose off the number 59 as we're racing. Top 4 to qualify. Right now it's Hacker, Brissett, Dobbs, Bennett. Here comes Millen. Millen to the outside. There's a cone on the track. Don't worry about it. Virtual racing, we don't have to worry about things like that. Dobbs down on the bottom side. Bennett trying to get to the top side there. Millen's trying to go somewhere. He'll insert himself into the top. 4 spots. It's Hacker, Brissett, Dobbs, and Millen. Bennett and Guillaume on the outside looking in. The 13G trying to go to the outside now on Bennett. Those top 4 are starting to extend their race lead here a little bit. Brissett to the outside there, had the lead momentarily. We'll see if he can hold on to it. Hacker down to the bottom with just 12 laps to go here in the last chance qualifier. Good battles up here at the front. Dobbs holding the bottom also. The outside really looks to be working for Brissett. He'll bank the right rear tire off the corner, that time down in 1 and 2. Brissett trying to run away from the field. Hacker going to go up there and, just take off the nose of the number 40 of Millen. Hacker going to insert himself. Look at Bennett. Oh, they're going to stack him up down to the bottom there. Little contact from Bennett and Schultz, and then Guillaume was right there. Matt LaValle is working his way through the field here very nicely. In the number 65 entry, you see him to the outside, just going where they ain't. He'll get around the outside of the 13G for the moment, but right now he's just kind of boxed in. As look at the run, the momentum by that number 65. Look at Alexander. He'll now go to the outside as Schultz to the outside. LaValle going to work the middle. 3 wide out of turn number 4. That is Schultz to the outside. Guillaume to the inside. LaValle in the middle. This is all outside the transfer spots. Transfer car right now is the Tennessee Volunteers, number 98 of Racing Jason. They're all battling behind him. He loves to look back there and see that they are all battling behind him. There's Bennett, there's Schultz side by side. They are on the outside looking in. Dobbs' car looking a little loose. Bennett back there tight. You saw that car get a little push happy. Dobbs has company now, as Schultz has started to work in to that little bit of a gap with 5 to go, though. Five laps to go. It seems like that number 59 of Steven Brissett has that car dialed in perfectly. He'll see 4 to go. And look at the huge gap back to Millen, then Hacker, then Dobbs, who is on the bubble. You gotta go there, Dobbs, as they are chewing down the back bumper of that car. Dobbs' car looks very tight up against the cushion. That time down in 3 and 4. 3 to go. Where does Schultz go? When does he make the move? Does he go for a slider? You can tell Schultz's car is faster than Hacker and Dobbs, but right now, just nowhere to go as everybody is to the outside. Millen will go down low to see if he can pull away from this battle back here on the cut line. Popsicle sticks up, wind him up, 2 to go. Dobbs trying to make the pass to the outside here on the number 11 Illinois. With 2 to go, it's the battle for the transfer spot. You can't lose a spot now as the Carpenters Tax Service white flag is waving. It's the final trip. Steven Brissett with a comfortable lead over Millen. Then it's Hacker and Dobbs. You're watching the battle back here for the transfer spot. Hacker will go to the bottom to defend any sliders. Dobbs going to go to the top and try to keep it wound up. It'll be Brissett, Millen, Hacker, Dobbs across the line. Those are the drivers that will advance here out of the last chance qualifier. Everybody else, unfortunately, going home here tonight. Man, what a race that was there in our last chance qualifier. Man, the heat races were good here tonight. That last chance qualifier, absolutely good here tonight. And now it's time to set the lineup for our modified feature here tonight in the Dan Dabuque Memorial for the Hansons Starter Shop for these Bartel Builders Big Block Modifieds. Race fans, we're going to take a quick break, though. Wet the old whistle, and we'll be back here for 61 laps of ground-pounding action with the Bartel Builders Big Block Modifieds here tonight for the Dan Dabuque Memorial, presented by the Hansons Starter Shop.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the boats bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome back here, race fans, to Lanier tonight. The Bartel Builders Big Block Series for the Dan Dabuque Memorial 61, presented by the Hansons Starter Shop. As we finished off our heat races, we finished the last chance qualifier. We have the field set, but we are obligated to talk to one driver before tonight's feature event. Tonight, it's the driver of car 00 making the feature here tonight. Doug, the car looked good out front, but man, this track is one of the trickiest tracks on the circuit.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I like this track, but it came in kind of weird, a little different than I'm used to. Seemed like the slider line prevailed a little bit through those heat races. The bottom started to come in 3 and 4, but we'll see what the heat race or the feature plays out after the farming on the track.
We had a little bit of track prep done to this. Do you think it's going to go top dominant? Is the slider line going to be there for the feature? Or, well, you love to go catfishing always.
Yeah, I think after the farming, it'll be top dominant. I'm going to try to get down to the bottom and do some catfishing like I like to do here. We'll see if it... Oh.
Well, good luck here tonight, Doug, and see if you can catch something down there, but don't catch the wrong thing.
Thanks, buddy.
There you hear it, the driver out of Montana tonight making another feature start here with the Upstate Racing League, as it is just about time to light the fires. You see them starting to make their way to the starting grid. Well, let's get you down there here tonight and walk you through your starting lineup. Starting on the front row here tonight out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, I read it incorrect, and actually it's going to be the 99. 2 champions on the front row. It'll be the 99 of Cole Day on the front row. He'll take the pole here tonight. To the outside, the 2-time feature winner, 1-time champion, car number 1 of Talon Carter in P number 2. Then it'll be the McIntyre entry. That's the 81. The Misfit Motorsports Best Color for Races, number 81 of Jimmy McIntyre, back in 3rd. 4th position here tonight will go to the 00 of Doug Ungari. We just heard him. Those are your 4 heat race winners tonight. And back into the 5th spot, he picked up a big W on Wednesday night. He leads the Coach's Corner Challenge standing, car number 51. That is Justin Fuller. Ryan Holland in car number 15 will go from the 6th starting spot here tonight, while Al Smith Jr. in car number 96 will start 7th. 8th will go to the number 19 of Eric Sanford. Scott Rion back into the 9th spot, and downtown Chris Brown from Kokomo, Indiana will go 10th. 11th on the call here tonight will be the 3D% 03 entry, Kyle Lesher back in P number 12. 14th, then we'll go to number 22 of Jalen Rabtoy. Brett Bartels in the 2B entry will go 14th. 15th, the number 1 of Dalton Williamson, and the 1W of Wayne McDuff back in 16th. 17th, we'll go to the Super Dirt Car Series number 79 of Dean Reynolds. Scott Austin back in 18th. 19th, the Michael Trevarthen. 20th, the Tyler Gross Cup. 21st, the Stephen Brissett. Josiah Millen in 22nd. 23rd, then we'll go to Brian Hacker. Jason Dobbs and Mike Schultz will round down the field here tonight. So that's your starting lineup here tonight for the Dan Dabuque Memorial. Dan, we miss you, and we go racing for you every year. Gone too soon, a longtime member of the Upstate Racing League. And Man, Dan, we miss you. We wish you were still here with us. We know you have a lot of family members here tonight who still remember you, who still cheer you on week in and week out. So, Dan, tonight's race, it's for you. Brought to us by your friends at the Hansons Starter Shop as we're ready to go racing here tonight. The 99 of Cole Day, the number 1 of Talon Carter, ready to light the fire and race him to turn 1. One car up and over in turn number 2. That'll be the 14 of Tyler Grosscup, that Bicknell. Number 14 up over, and unfortunately we'll have to take the tow to pit road. We just caught it out of the corner of our eye there. So the first caution flag of the evening right off the jump here. Tyler Grosscup involved in this one. We'll have to watch it back. We missed it. Watch the Bicknell. Cap Performance, 14. Goes down in the corner. Oh, Dean Reynolds got a little sideways, and unfortunately, the 14 car, innocent bystander, was not wrapped up in that. Watch this. Watch the 79, Dean Reynolds. He goes in. He thought he was going in too hot. He hit the hooks. Trevarthen was down low and somebody else, and unfortunately, they all come together. So a rough start here for Tyler Grosscup. We'll see if he is able to get back out here or not. The lights are out on the iRacing.com Silverado pace truck, though, so he did get his 2 laps. Courtesy laps for the 14 of Grosscup here. Not quite, well, we didn't quite get a lap in, so give him some laps, see if he can get back out here for the feature. Silverado will make its way to pit road this time, so it'll be in the hands of Cole Day and Talon Carter. Cole Day fires it off. He'll get a great start. Carter right into the back Nerf bars of that 99. Jimmy McIntyre fighting down on the bottom, trying to get underneath the youngster of Talon Carter. That Best Colorful Creations black, pink, and blue entry here tonight. Scoring trying to update itself. Carter goes back at Cole Day. Not quite able to make anything happen of it. Cole Day going to go to the outside. He'll block the advantages of that number 1 of Talon Carter. Justin Fuller right there. Look at McIntyre, though. Still dig down on the bottom side. McIntyre digging as the caution lights are on. Caution lights are on here in our Dan Dabuque Memorial race. It looks like it is car number 22. Dylan Rabtoy, the driver out of Swanton, Vermont. The race die in tubing number 22 has brought the caution flag out for the second time here tonight. Let's take a look back here. What happened? All right, into the back of the 03 of Speedy Brissett, and Reynolds nowhere to go as he was down on the bottom side, up and over topsy-turvy on the number 22. Right on board here with the Bartel Builders onboard camera. You heard the stab of the throttle. He knew he was in trouble in that car. Well, it went up and over. I don't think there's much damage done to that car. I think he'll still be able to continue on here tonight. The lights are still on the pace car. One driver did make his way back out onto the racetrack, and that's the number 14. Tyler Grosscup is back out on the speedway, so we'll see where he will reline in the field and the running order. I'm trying to take a look to see if he is down a lap here, but our scoring transponders continue to update here tonight, and I believe he will be scored on the lead lap. Lights are still on. Officials still trying to officially find the right spot for everybody to line up in. But tonight's race is brought to us by the Hansons Starter Shop. The Hansons Starter Shop's been in service for 30-plus years in the upstate area, rebuilding alternators, generators, starters, and also carrying new ones in stock. 30 years of experience in the upstate area. We thank the Hansons Starter Shop for continued support here with the Upstate Racing League as they come back here into the Hansons Starter Shop restart zone. Green flags back into the air. It's Cole Day and Jimmy McIntyre. McIntyre with not such a good start on the outside. That Misfit Motorsports entry dragged the outside wall just a little bit. And now look at the floodgates open up underneath that 81. Look at Al Smith Jr. Where did the Cotton Eye Joe entry come from here tonight? 4 wide racing behind him. That's 4 wide as Jimmy McIntyre into the fence line. McIntyre going up over as the caution lights are on for the 3rd time here on lap number 6 tonight. As the Jimmy McIntyre entry, who picked up heat race number 3's win here tonight. And that Best Colorful Creations number 81. That car does not look like Rabtoy's car. Told you how Rabtoy's car went up over and it looked pretty good. McIntyre's back end here tonight is going to be a little wrinkled up. Quarter panels will be for sale on that number 81 after this because that one is not going to buff out. Watch the 81. They get 3 wide down here in the corner. Doug Ungari. There's the 15 of Holland. And McIntyre going up over into the fence line. Watch this down here. Let's see if it happens. Should be right about here on our camera. Oh, just past the camera. Turn 2 catches it. Called a 2-car incident, if you will. Tight racing when we go 4 wide racing here at Lanier. Lights are out on that Silverado pace truck, so we will go back racing. Everybody staying on to the racetrack here tonight. So it'll be Dan Carter, Smith and Fuller, Brown and Ungari, your top 6 drivers here. It'll be 6 laps completed here tonight in the Hansons Starter Shop. Good dig down low there for Day. He'll still come out as the race leader as, nope, won't get a lap. Caution lights. Caution lights on. It's the Upstate RC and Hobbies Showtime Graphics, number 15 of Ryan Holland. Second-year driver here with our Big Block Modifieds. Looks like he'll come to pit road. So into the hot pits he goes. This is the replay. That was, I believe, the 19 of Sanford into the rear there of car number 15. Right there, just a little contact. Fighting for spots. So that's what brings out the caution flag. Fourth caution flag of the evening has flown here tonight at Lanier. As we'll see if we go this time. Everybody trying to hustle in the lineup here. It'll still be Cold Day, Talon Carter, Justin Fuller, then Al Smith. Let's see how they fire off in the Hanson Starter Shop restart zone. Cold Day holds them that time, and now he fires them off. Big stack up the mid-pack. 1 car going around. They kept it going. That was the 2B of Bartel's. That got a little crossed up. They keep it going. They're 4 wide back here. 4 wide, 5 wide. Call it 6 wide. Boy, it is crazy back here. They funnel it back down to just 3 wide, but holy shamoles. Up front, though, Cold Day trying to run away. Here comes Chris Brown from downtown trying to battle with the youngster. That's the 1 of Carter, stuck in the middle. Fuller going to take a peek to the outside as Brown down to the bottom side. Is he going to slide in front of the 1? He will not. He'll stay to the bottom. Now on exit, he'll slide up. It'll be Chris Brown and P number 2. Justin Fuller sticking to the outside. Here comes Smith down low. Smith is down low. Look at how close he gets to the inside wall on entry. That car then gets a little bit of a tight push down in the center. This time he goes back in and runs it in there. This time it looks like that car rotates a little bit better. Can't do anything with it, though. He'll still fall back to that 5th spot. Look at the 0-3. Speedy Brissett is coming up into the mix here. Brissett has picked up 5 spots in that tribute back to Dan Dabuque. Gary Hamill painting a beautiful car for the 0-3 here tonight of Speedy Brissett. The D's pit stop entry. Can't miss that one. It's going to stick out in the crowd, that's for sure. Josiah Millen's been picking his way through the field. He is up high, hustling around the outside. He's trying to pick up another spot there from the number 1W. That is Wayne McDuff down on the bottom side. Kyle Lesher's down there also. Look at Dean Reynolds to the outside trying to follow Millen around the speedway. They're just going to the outside, throwing caution to the wind here tonight. Carter back up to the outside. Justin Fuller going to bank it off the outside wall down in 3 and 4. He's running Cole Day down. Let's see what he does down here. He'll lay that right rear into the fence line again down in 1 and 2. Fuller trying to get it done. Up to the outside. Going to lay it up against the boards again. Now onto the back bumper bars here of the 99 of Cole Day. Fuller laying it right off the cushion. He'll slide in that time, lay it against the outside wall again. Talon Carter trying to pull back in the race leaders here. Cole Day, 3 champions inside the top 3 right now. Cole Day picking up the inaugural season for the Big Block Modifieds. Justin Fuller picking up the Coach's Corner Championship last season. And Talon Carter picking up the championship last season here in season number 2 for the Big Block Modifieds. So it's championship night here for the Dan Dabuque Memorial at the front of this field. Doug Ungari and Speedy Brissett still battling back here for the 6th and 7th spots. The closest side-by-side battle to the front of the field. And Josiah Millen, who's picked up 14 spots here tonight and still digging for more. He's trying to get underneath the Full Throttle Motorsports number 4. That is Scott Riome. This time by to be 20 laps officially in the books here tonight. 20 laps out of 61 here tonight in the Hansons Starter Shop. Dan Dabuque Memorial. There's your top 3, nose to tail. All running the outside lane. Here comes Fuller. Fuller with the slider line down in 3. He'll slide in front of Cole Day. Cole Day going to cross him over, and he'll still lead the lap. Day going to go right back up in front of the 51. Maybe a little contact there. Now Talon Carter going to go to the bottom side. Look at the run Carter got. Carter going to go for the bomb down in 3. Cole Day anticipated, and he'll cross back underneath. Here comes Fuller. He's trying to cross over with Day. Fuller going to go to the bottom side. Slider by Day. Slider by Fuller. Fuller's going to check up the 99. Here comes Talon Carter back on the inside. This time he'll be way deep into 3. Caution lights. Caution lights on, though. Raptoy around. Lap I don't think will count here tonight. Great racing at the front of the field here tonight for the 3 champions, as it was that number 22 of Raptoy going around. He was down to the inside, and I think possibly some other cars down involved also. Let's take a look, though. Let's watch it back here. There's the 22, the Raised Iron Tubing, number 22. Drives it deep into the corner. Oh, Hacker gets a little bit of a boop there, and he tried to save it. Nowhere for Raptoy and Lesher to go. Caution flag going to save them from going a lap down. Unfortunately, it stops the great battle that we saw at the front of the field. See, the contact's going to happen just out of that frame there. The 16 into the back of the 11 Illinois, and nowhere for Raptoy or Lesher to go. Lesher hard onto the brakes, and unfortunately just going to pile on in. So the 5th time the caution flag has flown here tonight. It'll be Cole Day, Talon Carter at the front of the field here coming back. Oh, as Talon Carter is trying to get the jump on the 99, and Cole Day said, I wasn't quite ready yet, and, well, Carter had to hit the hooks. Caution lights coming back on. This time it looks like possibly Brian Hacker has gone around. We'll find out. There's a replay of it. Huge stack up on the bottom. Scott Riome got stopped down there. Scott Rome getting turned around by the 2B of Bartels, and then you just see everybody piling in. It's been a rough one here tonight at Lanier for the Hansons Starter Shop Dan Dabuque Memorial here for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series presented by the Upstate Racing League. Working our 6th caution flag here of the evening. We got to thank everybody for tuning in out there, watching these big block modifieds here tonight. 25 drivers made the call, still have 24, one driver off the racing surface. That'll be the number 01 of Dalton Williamson. He has pulled it to the infield here tonight. Green flag back up into the Hanson Starter Shop zone they come. Cole Day going to hold it down to the bottom side there, and now here comes Carter. Carter's going to come from 4 football fields deep. And wow, how he got that to stick. New race leader, Chris Brown around. Stay green, now the caution flag is out. Caution number 7 of the evening on the raceway. Believe Al Smith involved in this one as he pulls away. There you see the driver out of South Glens Falls, New York. He was inside the top 10. Chris Brown also involved. He was inside the top 10 also. Let's watch from the almighty replay. Oh, Brown from the top side to the bottom side, and Smith was there, and then Smith got ran over by Wayne McDuff and Kyle Lesher. On board with McDuff. There you see the 96 come back up the track. He spins it around, and a hard hit from Lesher. Also the 19, Eric Sanford, going around too. Talon Carter did get that lap, though, at the line, so it'll be Carter. Then it'll be Day. Then it'll be Fuller. It'll be Ungari, Millen, and Speedy Brissett. That's your top 6 as they get ready to come back into the Hanson Starter Shop restart zone here after working our 7th caution flag of the evening. Day going to go way to the outside here and try to carry a lot of momentum. Here comes Millen pressuring that 51 of Fuller. Fuller going to try and slide up in front of the 99. He can't. No spot available to the top side there for Fuller. So now the 1, the 99, the 51 all go up to the outside as there's the 40 of Millen. There's the 79 of Dean Reynolds. Look at them all. Top side for the top 3, and then the next 2 spots down around the bottom. Ungari kind of running that slider line. He'll go up there, almost put it into the outside wall. Here comes Michael Oh, big junk! Yard sale. Yard sale down in the corner. Cole Day from the penthouse to the outhouse right now for the 99 as his car is junked up. Let's watch it. Watch the 99. Oh, he just got into the outside wall and around he went. Doug Ungari nowhere to go. Speedy Brissett, and there comes the field. That'll knock the rear end out of the 99 of Cole Day. A mistake by our Season 1 champion going to put him now most likely out of this event, as he was battling with Talon Carter and Justin Fuller. Looks like we're doubling them up all around the Lanier National Raceplex here. Possibly turn them loose this time. Lights are out on the pace truck, so that means they'll come back into the Hanson Starter Shop restart zone. Talon Carter, Justin Fuller. Look at Fuller. He'll keep the momentum to the outside. Does he have a run? He does have a run. He'll lay it up right against the wall, put that right rear into the fence line. He'll dig. He'll be the new race leader. So Carter and Millen working down low here. Millen's made a living here tonight down on the bottom side of the speedway. As Carter down there trying to block the advances. But look at him way deep into the field here. There were 4 wide. Scott Alston, Dobbs down to the bottom, Trevarthen, and Bartel's to the outside. That is 4 wide racing contact. Bartel's going to do a little bit of a slap wheelie. 4 wide racing again. That'll be the 14, Tyler Grosscup. Remember, he went for a ride on lap 1. He's now inside the top 10. Absolutely insane racing here tonight. Contact there, Michael Trevarthen. Doug Ungari going to bike it up. Ungari going to bike it up and over. The 9th caution flag tonight here. Talk about a rough one for these drivers. 9 caution flags here at just the halfway point home. And Doug Ungari is going to have to take a double hook back to the pit road. Watch it back. What happened to that 0-0? Oh, and Ungari going to do exactly what Cole Day just did. And when he went back onto the loud pedal, Trevarthen was trying to keep the momentum. All happens to the outside there of Scott Riome. So Justin Fuller is now the race leader. Remember, he did beat the number 1 of Talon Carter to the stripe. So it'll be Fuller. It'll be Carter, Millen, Reynolds, Brissett, and then Jason Dobbs. Come back into the Hansons Starter Shop restart zone. Here we go. Fire him off. Justin Fuller to turn 1. Carter trying to take the nose clip off. He'll throw a deep slider down in 1. As Fuller going to cross him over. He's going to hit the number 1. Talon Carter going to bounce it off the 40 of Millen then. Hard racing at the front of the field here tonight. Who said dirt racing isn't a contact sport? They were lying. 25 to go. Carter now in traffic for the first time here tonight. Justin Fuller trying to run away. Here comes Dean Reynolds. Last season a rookie. This season trying to show these drivers that he belongs here in the big block modifieds. Driving that number 79 Super Dirt Car Series entry. The driver out of Syracuse, New York. Millen still hammering the bottom side of the speedway in car number 40, trying to dig up there to get the 51 of Justin Fuller. Fuller about a half a second lead right now. Carter works his way to the top side now. Reynolds will go to the bottom, and Speedy Brissett back there running in 5th. Little farther back here, just outside the top 5, that is racing Jason Dobbs to the outside. Just made it in from the last chance qualifier, and he's picked up 18 spots here tonight. He's just keeping that Tennessee Volunteers number 98 to the outside. The Long Shot Sports Apparel on the side of that number 98 this season. To the inside, that's Grosscup, and that's Sanford, and that's the 2B of Bartels with 20 laps to go. 20 laps to go, and where's your race leaders? Millen has run down the 51 of Justin Fuller. Talon Carter is also coming on the loud pedal. Millen just keeping it low and slow here tonight. Fuller high, wide, handsome around the outside. Millen missing last week's cut, had to go to the last chance qualifier, and then unfortunately not making the show. So he said coming into the week, he's buried into the points at this point. It's just about grabbing some wins if you can with some of the highest strengths of field we have ever seen here on a Sunday night. At the line, give it to Fuller by about the bumper bar. Millen digging. Can't get overzealous right now if you're Millen. You got to run your race. I think he slipped that time down in the middle 3 and 4. He did. He'll give it back to Fuller. Hot potato at the line. Fuller still dancing against the outside retaining wall down in 1 and 2. Let's see what he does down here in 3. Yeah, lays that right rear up against the wall, right into the cushion. At the line, he battles back. Fuller once again has the top spot. Millen's able to get into the corner and through the center better. Just cannot get off on the bottom side. Look at Reynolds. 1 car to the outside there. That was the 81, Jimmy McIntyre. The 10th caution flag will fly with just 14 laps to go. What happened to Jimmy McIntyre? That car was at the tail of the field here. We see the 81. Let's see what happens down here in the corner. That's the 16 of Mike Schultz to the outside. Steven Brissett. Oh, Steven Brissett into the back of the 81. Battling back there. I believe that was for, at the time, the 20th spot on the track. McIntyre just comes to a rest on the outside wall. Checking the scoring. I'm not sure. I think it is Millen being scored as the race leader here over Justin Fuller. So they did score the 40 of Millen as the race leader as they came across the line. So it'll be Millen, then it'll be Fuller, it'll be Carter, then Reynolds, your top 4. It'll be Speedy Brissett then in that 5th position. And Eric Sanford to the outside there. A little bobble there on the start as Dean Reynolds gets jacked up. He's trying to get that car going. Dobbs getting a little piece of that too. It's 14 to go. Green flag's back up as we come out of the Hansons Starter Shop restart zone. Millen down on the bottom side. Fuller now losing a couple spots. 13 to go. Millen down on the bottom side. He's got Talon Carter there hustling with him. Everybody fishing here tonight. Carter going to give a little bit of a tap there to the 40 of Millen down in the center of 3 and 4. Carter coming back in. Look at him just trying to nose. Oh, as he'll get a good run here as Millen slipped a little bit down in turns 1 and 2. He slipped a little bit. Carter going to go right through the middle. Millen fights back. Millen was the leader at the line. Look at that middle groove, though. Carter driving it straight off the corner. This time by, it'll be double high fives at the line for Carter. Speedy Brissett in the Dan Dabuque Memorial Tribute car back there. Oh, a little contact from the leaders. 10 to go. 10 to go here at the line as they come out of 4. It'll be Carter, it'll be Millen, it'll be Fuller, Brissett, Grosscup, Hacker. One driver hitting the outside wall there. I believe that was the 98 of Dobbs trying to make the track just a little bit wider. Fuller is absolutely hauling the mail to the outside. Now he'll go down to the bottom. So from the outside to the bottom, down in 1 and 2, to the outside in 3 and 4. This time he'll stay low in 3 and 4 also. Millen tried to move up a groove now in car number 40. 7 to go for Talon Carter and Josiah Millen. Justin Fuller, Brissett, that's Speedy Brissett, Brian Hacker. Chris Brown has fought back inside the top 10. Now he's got Kyle Lesher behind him and Eric Sanford out in front of him. 6 to go, and Talon Carter starting to open it up. Fuller having to go to the outside. Now time is running out. That sand in the hourglass is running. Five to go. It'll be 4 at the line for the number 1 car. Four to go for Talon Carter, trying to run away from Millen. It's the Fleetwood Kutztown rivalry between these two drivers, separated by 5 miles. When you look at the map, just 5 miles separating the two towns. Still a half a second as this time by, wide them up, throw them up, popsicle sticks in the air. Talon Carter has not stepped a wheel over that line since he has retaken the race lead. We wondered what he was going to do when he got back in traffic. Now we know. And it was marched back through the field, but he's got one more time to go. Presented by Carpenter's Tax Service. It's the final trip around the speedway. He's picked up right where he left off. One final effort for Millen. It won't be good enough. It'll be Talon Carter across the line. Carter, Millen, Fuller, Brissett, Hacker, your top five. So Talon Carter will take home the Dan Dabuque Memorial Race here tonight, presented by Hansons Starter Shop. Unofficially, of course, pending. As there you see that number 1 car. For the third time this season, will pick up the win. See Speedy Brissett, the 03, representing the 61, the Mighty Midget on the side of car. Number 03 for Speedy Brissett. A great run for him tonight. It'll come up the 4th, though, for him. We're taking a quick step away here, though, from the racetrack here at Lanier, and we'll be back with your post-race show after this.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here to Lanier for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series presented by the Upstate Racing League. Tonight, it was the Hansons Starter Shop, Dan Dabuque Memorial here at Lanier. Of course, you know, we miss Dan. He's one of the founding members here of the Upstate Racing League. That mighty midget was always a character, too, to crack a joke and put you in your spot when you needed to. He is missed, and we've raced in his honor here tonight. And, well, these drivers, they have a lot to say, so why don't we just go down trackside here and talk to the top 3 finishers here tonight. Let's start things off with the driver that will pick up 3 in a row. Talon Carter, you're here tonight in victory lane the 3rd time this season, picking up right where you left off last week, the week before, and, well, a year before.
Yeah, I was just trying to be patient there for a lot of the race. I knew there was probably going to be quite a few wrecks, and there was, and I knew Cole was going to be fast, and so was Justin on the top, so I just tried being patient there, and, you know, it was good racing when some of us got together and got some green flag runs.
Yeah, the early portion of this went a little rough going. How hard is it to get into a routine, a momentum, when the caution keeps coming after one after another?
Yeah, it's hard. You can go from having a caution to either a 15-lap run or going right back to caution, then 2-lap run, then another caution, and yeah, it's kind of tricky sometimes, and you just got to be patient, make sure you just kind of pick the same line every single restart.
Well, you picked the right line here tonight, and you were able to get back around the 40 of Millen, right down around the bottom. You high side hustled for a long time, you catfished, and then you went right through the middle to make that pass for the win.
Yeah, the middle was really fast there towards the end. If you hit it right, you kind of had to like arc the car in, kind of dime it off, and there's quite a bit of grip in the middle there coming off towards the end, and yeah, the high side was definitely dominant early on.
Well, you dominated this one here tonight, leading the most laps. Talon to pick up win number 3 of the season. The red carpet rolls out. Don't get it muddy again. I'll send you the dry cleaning bill this time. Who do you got to thank that's on the side of this number 1?
Yeah, I gotta thank Grand Central Tap Room, Kutztown Printing, Dave Gift, Cantor's Tire Service, Lucky 13 Tattoos and Piercings, Smiles for Miles Photography, Nitro Bar, Matty Pro Band, Gessie Chiropractic, KB Motors Incorporated, Christman Meads, Greenwall Plumbing, Kelly Spade Realtor, Kel Williams Platinum Realty, Levan Machine Truck Equipment, Deca Batteries, you for the broadcast, and Al for hosting the league.
There you hear it. 3-time winner this season. He's your points championship leader coming into the night. He'll hold on to that. That is Talon Carter picking up the win. Sitting one spot back here tonight. It's car number 40. Millen, you had to start from deep into the field here tonight. You are also the driver that picks up the most spots. How did you work your way through the field? Because the car looks pretty good, minus the, well, I think that's the Talon Carter side on the right side.
Well, if you'd asked me after my heat race performance, I would have told you I wasn't making the show. But the cautions kind of worked in my favor. A lot of the guys that spun were in front of me because I started so far back, so I was able to gain positions. And majority of the time I was restarting on the bottom, and I think the bottom was the place to be for these restarts.
Yeah, you went down there. I don't know if I maybe saw you maybe call it 5 times, if that, go to the high side here tonight. Did that car just work down low here that well?
Yeah, it was it handled real well on the bottom. If you just back your corners up a little bit entering, you could kind of set the car. I mean, I don't think I was hanging it out too much. I know on my wheel it's pretty straight through the corners and just throttle control, because later in the race the track just got super slick.
Well, it got slick, but you were able to handle it here tonight at Lanier. A great run for you, Josiah, as you picked up 20 spots. You're finishing second. Who do you got to thank for a great run here after a lackluster performance last week?
I'd like to thank my wife for letting me iRace. Towards the end of the month of January, I don't know how much I'll be able to make Sunday nights. We have a baby boy on the way, so we're excited about that. I'd like to thank Hansons Starter Shop for presenting the Dan Dubois Memorial 61. Turn 3 Racing Network for you guys putting on this show for us, and Al for putting this league on. I know he puts a ton of work into it, and hopefully the drivers can help reflect how good Al puts on these shows for us.
Well, there you have it. Josiah Millen tonight picking up 20 spots here, hustling the rest of the field from the last chance qualifier and deep into the field to a second place finish for the driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania. Now there's one more driver standing by, and Fuller, it was a whirlwind of a race for you, from everything from high, wide, handsome, slide job city, into the wall, and, well, right back around them into third.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this drag, no matter what the drag state is, so my voice is pretty bad again. Still struggling with that, but it was a good race nonetheless. Best race of the year for me so far.
Well, we won't keep you too long here, but, you know, a great run here tonight. That's going to keep you in the Coach's Corner Championship P number 1 spot here leaving. What do you think about going to I-55 just next week?
I don't even know. I haven't even driven it yet on iRacing, so I have no idea.
Perfect. So you're going to be in the same sandbox we will next week when we unload all the cameras, microphones, and controls that we have here. So, Fuller, while you're still under the weather, though, do you got anybody you got to thank? We'll let you rest up that voice for next week.
Yeah, I want to thank Bartel Builders for sponsoring the series. All the admins at the Upstate Racing League. Al Smith for what they do. You for putting on the broadcast. Yeah, we're struggling with the voice here. Yeah, well, we're just looking forward to next week. Dirt's fun, even though I'm not as good at it as I used to be. And, you know, it was a fun race, which is Cole and Talon. So we'll go on the next week and see what we can do.
There you hear it. Justin Fuller under the weather and still making that 51 a rocket ship here tonight at Lanier. Those are your top 3 competitors here tonight after 61 laps in the Dan Dabuque Memorial here, presented by the Hansons Starter Shop. Again, Dan, tonight, all these drivers raced for you, and Well, it was a little bit of a rough one, but we saw a lot of good racing. We saw 3, 4, and 5 wide. You practically might as well call it 6, except it was pretty crazy back there racing in the mid-pack here tonight. Talon Carter does hustle them all, though, and shows them how to run this track here at Lanier from the top to the bottom, right through the middle here for Talon Carter. Next week, though, we're going to turn a new page here with the Big Block Modifieds here, as we will take the series to I-55 for the first time ever. Who will win when we get to I-55? That's the beauty of racing, because nobody knows. Could it be Carter? Could it be Scott Rayome? What about Mike Schultz, Michael Trevarthen? Maybe Chris Brown? You never know. This field is stacked from the top to bottom. We'll have to see when we unload out there at I-55 for the first time ever. But for everybody with the Upstate Racing League, everybody with the Dabuque family, and everybody at the Hansons Starter Shop along with Bartel Builders, we thank you all for watching here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We hope you enjoyed tonight's show here from the virtual Lanier Motorsports Plex as we get ready to wrap things up here. So until we see you next time, race fans, everybody stay safe, and we'll see you in Turn 3.